Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to Align to Divine. I am Tamara, and welcome to another Friday night of free readings, except on a Saturday morning. Usually I do these every Friday night at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, but due to some family commitments, wasn't able to go live last night. So here I am this morning on a Saturday morning, just for something a little bit different. So I'm just going to wait and see who is around while I share this out into the world. So that people know I am here. And so if you are here, say hi. I am pulling cards today. Hi, Kylie. I see you. Thank you for being here, as always. Let me just finish what I am doing here. Okay, so I'll pop you on my list, Kylie. Now I wonder if my Facebook is still doing silly things. So usually when I go live here, I have it up on my computer screen behind me so that I can see the comments roll through so I don't miss any. And it's easier for me to scroll back from there without playing around with my phone. But lately, it hasn't been showing comments properly. So we'll just sit with that and see how we go. And as always, I've just started a live stream and my nose has started running. Excuse me for a second. All right. Much better as always. Okay, so if you are here and you can think of anyone who might like a reading today, please feel free to tag them in the comments. And if you, or share this out into your world, that would be amazing as well. It's been a slow kind of week. We're in school holiday mode here at the moment, which is always a beautiful thing. I have spent a lot of time in my birth chart, which has been really fascinating. So I don't know whether I would say a lot of time in it, but just the revelations that I've had from learning about who I was born to be. And then just accepting all of those things, because usually I've discovered that all of the things that I've rejected about myself are all the things that I was born to be, but was I want to say conditioned, but it's not the right word. I learnt that they weren't acceptable. So it's a lot of the things that I've condemned and downplayed about myself that are actually innate. So a lot of self-acceptance this week, which has been brilliant. I also have created myself a soul song based off of my birth chart, which has been spectacular, and I'm actually pretty sure I'm going to start offering that as something that you guys can purchase as well. I've listened to it every morning and every night before I go to bed. I actually have two. One is a soul song designed from who I was born to be, and the other is like an empowerment song I've been listening to every morning as a reminder of this is who I am and this is what I'm here for and this is what I'm going to do. So it's been quite amazing, actually. Music is such a huge tool for me personally. So yeah, I'm just really grateful to have it. Really grateful to be able to create these things for myself as well. So yeah, so keep an eye out. I'd really like to be able to put those out into the world as an option for you guys as well. For anyone who uses music like I do to through things. Also, Rise, Align, Shine, my monthly membership is open. There are 2 tiers. The first one is $33 a month. We do 2 live calls a month. Our last one, we dived into the inner child. Our next one is Friday next week. Our next call is Friday next week. And we will be doing... Actually, I'm not going to share that yet. I haven't quite settled on it yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what we'll be doing. So there's 2 live calls a month. You get access to the Facebook group. All content is uploaded to the content library, which you also have access to while you are a member. While you're a member, you also get the Essential Support Package, which is a collection of meditations that I've put together, that I've used, that I've created and used through my healing journey. It includes my energy protection process. It includes some inner child stuff. It includes what else? Other things. Yes. Sorry, I just got a message and was distracted. It will have a grounding meditation in there. I haven't actually uploaded that yet. And what else does I have in there? The Future Self meditation. And also my From Frozen to Flow guidebook is in there as well. So you get that for free and you get lifetime access for that. Then there is the second tier, which is $55 a month, and that is everything from the free section as well as 30-minute breathwork, live 30-minute breathwork session once a week, every week. So it's an opportunity to show up and do these things together, which is also brilliant because breathwork is incredibly powerful, right? Okay, just give me 1 second. If this cuts out, I'm really sorry. All right. My oldest daughter is house sitting for my sister this weekend, and she's just messaged saying, "I need some more things, Mum." So. All right, if you are here, say hi. If you would like a card, pop a yes, please, in the comments. I am pulling cards today. So yes, membership is active. That we'll be doing things like full moon rituals and full moon ceremonies. We did one over the pink moon. You had access to one over the pink moon, the last full moon that we just had. Rituals and ceremonies, there'll be teachings, there'll be meditations, there'll be breathworks, there will be Q&As, anything that you want to learn about that I know about that I can share with you, then that will be a part of it as well. It really is energy-led, whatever is being called at the time. So and a beautiful space of connection as well. So the link for that is in the description of this live stream. I'm just going to ground myself into my space because I can feel myself in 100 different directions right now. Yes. All right. So I am pulling cards today. I do full readings. They are my aligned oracle readings. They are 30 minutes face-to-face by Zoom, and they are $70. I think they're $70 at the moment. I don't know. I changed it I've changed it a few times, so I will just pop that link in. Yes, they are currently $70. Let me just pop that link here in the comment section. Okay. There is also a donation link. So if you would like to make a donation, as little or as much as you like, then that bumps you up to the top of the list. You don't have to make a donation. I'll give you a reading anyway, but it's an option there for you to be able to exchange energy if that's what you feel called to do. I will just pop that link here in the comment section as well and pin it to the top. I'm feeling a little bit erratic this morning. I had a beautiful calm morning and just opened an email about 30 minutes before I started that I need to address, but I haven't had a chance to yet. So that's why I'm a little bit right now. Okay. So if you are here and you would like a card, pop a yes please in the comments. If you can think of anyone else who might like a reading today, please feel free to tag them in the comments or share this one out to your people. Oh, Trudy. First of all, welcome. Hello, darling. Trudy says, my mum passed 15 years ago today. Miss her so much. My heart for you. I think that time numbs, but it doesn't take away the missing. I think it's been 23 years since I lost my dad, and we lost mum in February last year. And both are still raw. I still miss them both. So my heart goes out to you, darling. Celebrate her. And I also just want to say quickly, I feel my mum around me all the time, and I'm sure that your mum is around you all the time as well. So if you would like to talk to her and then stop and listen, she is there to still be with you. Yeah. All right, I popped you on my list. Kylie, I just saw your beautiful kind donation come through, so I'm going to read for you first. And as always, thank you so very much. I don't know why my phone keeps putting all these notifications in my eyesight. It's driving me crazy. So Trudy says, I lost my dad in 2005. I understand. Yes. So it was 2003 for me, for Dad. Yeah. All right. Kylie, you are up first, darling. And I'm not going to use these cards for you. Or maybe I will. Did everyone see my new deck? Aren't they beautiful? The Zodiac Oracle. Let's start with a couple of these for you, Kylie. Okay. Kylie says, nice, I've ordered a couple of new decks. I personally, Kylie says, I can't help myself. I personally believe that you can't have too many decks of cards. So I know that you guys can't see from there. I might do a little flip around, actually. So this is my shelf that I have off to the side that I reach from all the time. So I've got a few. There's a few more down here as well. So yeah, I'm a firm believer that you can never have too many decks of cards, right? All right. I was just looking at my shelf earlier, thinking that it needs a reorganization because it's gotten a little bit out of control. So I'm glad that I showed you while I was completely disorganized. All right, Kylie, we have a Libra 2 actually. Call upon and cultivate lightness, beauty, and love. Clear the space in your environment. That's actually really funny. Clear the space in your environment. So, this morning has been all about structure for me. And I've realized there's so much within my business that I rely on being in the flow and allowing things to come in and go out and come in and go out. And which is great. But what I realized this morning was that I need to create a stronger structure behind that to create the masculine container for all of that feminine energy to flow through. And I'm telling you this because I feel like that's a message for you as well. Or maybe not focusing so much on the structure and the container for you, but to allow the feminine to flow through it as well, because this is a beautiful feminine card. And Libra is all about balance as well. So where can you create more balance in your life? Clear the space in your environment is important. So I don't know whether you had a moment over the last few days or few months even where you look around and you can see everything that is out of order, or that needs tidying or needs to find a place, or you know that how that is, right? And you had a bit of a narrative maybe going on in the back of your head about going, oh, I need to do this and I need to do that. And if I organise this, then that would create space for that. So your message today is to do it. To do it. Pick up those things, put away those things, and create a structure within your home that allows for more flow in your life as well. All right, Kylie says, I've realised I've been very angry at myself this week. I want to get my counselling and massage up and running, and I just feel I'm not enough. There is a lot of that energy around at the moment. I gather it will happen when it's supposed to be. Yes, but that not enough narrative will always be there for as long as you allow it. So for you, it's not about all of the things that you know you need to do. It's about just doing it anyway. Yeah. And I know Lisa and I had a bit of a conversation about this earlier within the last week. Time is irrelevant to me right now. Where I just lost my train of thought. Sorry, I hate it when that happens. You just kind of have to do it anyway. You're just going to have to do it anyway. Take those little steps. Oh, that's right. You are not here. You are not here. It's not about you, right? And as hard as that is, and this is a daily lesson for me, right? It's not about us as healers. It's about who we're here to serve, and we are doing them a disservice when we allow ourselves to believe that we are not enough, because we are exactly what they need us to be, so that they can get from us exactly what they need from us, right? And that is our role as a healer. So it's about removing that ego, because that narrative, that judgment, that's how you feel about yourself. It's not anyone else. So allowing yourself to be able to recognize yourself, yeah. Recognizing yourself and what's underneath all of those other people's expectations, beliefs, blah, 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 all those things that we've learnt about ourselves from other people. That's where the gift lies. So it's acknowledging, yes, I feel like I'm not enough, but I'm going to show up in this not enoughness, in this capacity, and I will still attract the people that need who I am now and what I offer now, even in my not enoughness. Because the not enoughness is your own narrative, yeah? Because you are more than enough. Just want to show you this card at the bottom. It says full moon. You have achieved mastery in one or more life areas. You have climbed a mountain and reached the peak. That's just a card to tell you you're enough, right? You have everything that you need and you're enough. And I also think that this not enoughness leads us to believe that we need to, the not enoughness and other factors leads us to believe that we need to learn more, that we need to learn more from others, yeah? When a lot of the time we already have everything that we need within us, but we spend so much time listening outside of ourselves instead of actually listening to ourselves. So listening to ourselves, I was just thinking, let's not listen to that I'm not enough narrative, right? It's listening to what we know to be innately true within ourselves. Because you know that you are enough. Yeah? All right, let's see what other cards we've got for you. And the anger, let that out. A lot of the time, right? This is what I've discovered over the period of my releasing anger journey. A lot of the time, I can be angry at this person for doing this, and this person for doing that, and this person for saying that, or this situation, right? And I've held on to a lot of that over the years. But underneath all of that, the thing that I have discovered the most is that I am angry at myself for allowing it, angry at myself for putting myself in that situation, angry at myself for giving that power to someone, my power to somebody else, yeah? And then defining my worth through other people's lenses, yeah? So a lot of that anger comes down to the fact that we just didn't respect ourselves, and we just didn't stand up for ourselves, and we just didn't, and because that's how we're taught. Like, this is not a judgment, this is just how we're taught, right? So letting that anger go is good. Maybe write a letter to yourself. Maybe write 2 letters to yourself. The first one being all the things that you're angry about, the things that you wish you could have changed that you didn't, the frustration that you feel about whatever's going on in your world and how you're contributing to it. And then the other letter being all of the wonderful, beautiful things that you are beyond the lens of other people's perspective and your own expectations. Kylie says, I've realised policing has taken a toll and I'm seeking isolation, quietness and peace. Yes. You know, another thing that I've realised is that I've done a lot of healing work. I've done a lot of healing work over the last, I would say, 5 years especially, right? But the biggest changes that have happened for me have been in the last 12 months since I started working on my nervous system, since I started working on creating safety within myself and peace within myself. It helps. Like when you take, you can tell yourself all as much as you like and you can heal as much as you like up here, but when it's not until you start releasing all of that stuff that's been stuck in your body, because we're all energy, right? We're all energy, and emotions are emotion, energy in motion. So when we suppress things, it's energy that gets stuck in our body. And you can heal that on a mental level, but it's not until you release that energy within your body that it heals on the deepest level. Yeah. Kylie says, I think I'm angry for not getting my other work up and running so I can get out of my current role. Yes, but at the same time, I want you to just take a moment to have a think about all of the things that you have actually achieved in the last 6 months, all of the things that you have been working on to get yourself to this point, right? And you've got all of that now. The only thing that's really standing in your way is yourself. And that just requires action, taking uncomfortable, actionable steps. And it's going to be uncomfortable. Lisa says, absolutely spot on, Tamara. It's hard to trust yourself enough to be enough and feel that you are enough. It is. And it's only our own perception built from the world around us. Good morning, Bianca. Hello, darling. And good morning, Lisa. I'll just refresh this page. I was saying earlier, my Facebook doesn't, like, it'll come up, but it'll come up with the last comment and then not actually feed any more comments into it. So I have to refresh the page for any new comments, which is very, very annoying. Hey, Michelle. I am very well, thank you. All right, so Michelle, Lisa, and Bianca. I was just saying earlier that I've done a full analysis of my birth chart, and I have discovered all of these things about myself that I have condemned, denied, suppressed because they don't fit into society's norm. But they are all the things that are innate for me, that I was born this way, right? I was born this way, so I've essentially been just denying all these parts of myself, because it's not normal, just not normal, right? And so this week for me, it really has been about just the acceptance, self-acceptance, and seeing myself through a lens of this is who I was born to be. And it's been so completely empowering. That, and I created my own soul song from my birth chart. Well, I've created two actually. One is my soul song, and the other one is my empowerment song, my soul empowerment song. And they have been just mind blowing for me. So I am actually going to offer the birth chart, the soul blueprints, I call them, that come with your own personal soul song. I am going to release those in the next couple of days, so keep an eye out if there's something that you are interested in. I know it's been hugely instrumental for me, especially in this last week where I've really dived into it, into the meaning of it and how it applies to me. And it's changed how I show up in the world. It's literally changed how I show up in the world, especially in my immediate world as well. All right. So Trudy says, it's been a journey, been self-healing for 6 years live on my own, hibernating for my own sanity. It can be lonely, but I'll get out there again. Yes. So I'm sure that if you have found your way here, the ability, like the nervous system healing, I know everyone bangs on about it these days, but it's just been so important for me, right? And it started with the breath work. And then the transcendence. It's such a weird way of putting it, but it's like making it's a process that helps you not still the mind chatter, but slow down the mind chatter. I'm the kind of person that has 100 things going on all at once. Yes, I had 100 things going on. I have 100 things going on at once, and when I slip into transcendence, it brings me down, it slows my brain right down, and I can have one thought at a time without giving it like power or blah, 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 leading on to 100 different things. So it just creates stillness. Within myself, and that I just haven't experienced before. The first breathwork session that I did, I cried because I felt peace in my body that I just I'd never experienced before. Yeah. So the breath work is really, really important and really, really powerful as well, right? And it is the nervous system. But you do what works for you. I know I've had yoga in my sphere for a really long time, but it doesn't resonate with me in the way that the other forms of energy healing does. And that's okay. Not everything works for everyone. And you'll feel it in your body whether it is something that you want to do or not do. I would much rather dance than do yoga. Because that feels more aligned with me, right? Yes. Bianca says, I would love to know how to read a birth chart. I have had a reading once, but it was just a snippet. It's an interesting process. It's an interesting process. Okay. So, Kylie, I was reading for you, darling. Let's bring it back in. Okay, so Kylie, a couple more cards for you before we move on. It says, Gemini, look even more deeply into someone's character. There is a layer to them that you have not previously glimpsed. I actually feel like this is like, it's the two people, right? Two different versions. And I feel like this is actually you, the two different versions of you. And I feel like there is a split. There is a split down the middle. So they're just asking for some integration. Yes. So it's like shadow, shadow, light, shadow, light, shadow, light. And I feel like this is the policewoman and this is the spiritual healer, right? There needs to be, you've learned so much about people, about situations, about trauma, about crazy, lots of crazy shit as the policewoman, right? But it's also taught you about human nature and compassion and all of those sorts of things as well. Oh, you're a Gemini. Okay, that's interesting. Yes, so it's about taking all of the good things that you've learned, or taking all of the things that you've learned, right, and integrating it into this spiritual part of yourself, and then using this spiritual part of yourself to heal the aspects of this that have caused trauma for you. Yeah. And the card at the bottom is just another little reminder that you're in the right space and you're doing the right thing. Just take one tiny step forward. Just take one tiny step forward. Create an actionable step that you can do today. Is that you, Lisa? You're a Gemini too, aren't you? Rule the world. Express your passion. Be guided by your own radiant and courageous heart. So before you go to bed every night, take a moment to decide what it is, what actionable step are you going to take tomorrow. It can be something small, but it's something that you need to be doing to work towards your purpose. And deciding that the night before, tomorrow I am going to do this. And then you don't have to decide tomorrow what you're going to do because you already know. Yeah, and then you can take that actionable step. And you don't have to do it all at once. It can be one small moment at a time, one small action at a time. And you'll find as long as you're making yourself do one small action a day, that'll lead into the momentum that you need to create the big leaps. Yeah. And I also want to say leap even when you don't feel ready. Because you'll never be ready. We'll never be ready. There'll always be something else, right? There'll always be something else to learn, something else to heal, something else to grow into, something else. There's always something else. We're never ready. Yeah. But the truth is you're ready right now. Trudy says, releasing all that no longer serves me, including family and friends, as sad as it can be. As sad as it can be, but if it's not a give and take relationship, took 40 years for myself to protect my energy. Now my cup was empty. Yes, and it's now filling after many years. But I know I'm where I'm meant to be right now. I'm a Leo. I have a lot of Leo in my chart, so I feel you. A Leo is actually more about how you present yourself to the world. Yeah. Yes. It's funny because we as women, our genetic makeup and our like hormones and all of that sort of stuff is designed to nurture and mother and put everyone else first. So when we are full of those hormones, we put up with a lot of stuff that we wouldn't normally. But then we hit our 40s and we start moving into that next era, the crone era of our lives, where we hit perimenopause and menopause, and those hormones drop, and we start going, hang on, I don't know how I tolerated this shit for so long, right? And we start making ourselves a priority. We start not putting up with bullshit that we did before, that we would have before. We start putting ourselves first. We start taking our power back. So I'm not surprised that, because my life started to change when I hit 40. I separated from my partner when I was 40 as well. Hi, Helen. I just saw your beautiful kind donation come through. I will give you a reading in just a second. Bianca says something about turning 40. Definitely. Yeah, I was excited about turning 40. I knew it was going to be. I knew it was going to bring something different into my world. Trudy said, I tried to help fix everyone and forgot about me. Yes, we do that. Right? Especially as like nurturers and healers and stuff. And when we can see things that are not quite right in the world and in people, we want to be able to do what we can to help. Yeah. But I'll always be a support person. I love helping others. My dream is animal rescue. Bless, definitely putting me first now. I'm 58. Well done. 58. I'm 40. How old am I? 47 at the moment. 48 this year. Yes, and I think we still it's been a bit of a journey for me in learning how to help and support others without giving all of myself. But also, instead of feeling depleted by giving all of my energy away by helping others, finding that balance and allowing the help and support that I give others charge my energy as opposed to depleting it. And that's just been like I've had to learn how to do that. And I wouldn't be able to tell you how I learned how to do that, but it's been a process over the years. My energy protection process is certainly something that has been instrumental for me. Getting to choose what energy I give out and what energy comes back in, what energy is removed from me, I guess. Okay, Helen, you are up next. Thank you again for your beautiful kind donation, and I also want to thank Kylie again for your beautiful kind donation as well. If anyone else would like to make a donation, there is a link pinned in the comment section here or in the description of the live stream. You can donate as little or as much as you like, or not donate at all. That's perfectly fine as well. All donations are wonderfully, gratefully received. And you do get bumped to the top of the list. So I'm usually here for an hour and 15, but I do that on a Friday night, and so we'll see what Saturday brings. All right, Helen. I don't know if this is the right deck of cards for you. All right, make sure that you are taking some time to nurture you, to bring your stress levels down. That they're like, she needs to go get a massage or something along those lines, right? That allows you to be stop, be still, check back in with yourself. I don't know whether you have access to the breath work that I did. Oh, you did. You were there. So do that as well. And tapping as well, making sure that you're consistent with that as well. Bringing your energy back into yourself and leading from that space. And also coming out of your head and allowing yourself to drop back into your heart and back into your body. So grounding yourself, feet on the grass, yoga. Okay, what cards are we going to use? Interesting. Hope you have a beautiful day as well, Kylie. Thank you. Just breathe. Just breathe. Setting up parameters. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. I feel like this is boundaries around your energy. Seeing both sides. Take a step back and try looking at this from a different perspective. Enjoy the journey. Stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good but necessary. Bring your awareness into now rather than focusing on the past or the future. What have we got on the bottom? Replace what was lost. Replacing what was lost. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. So you've done the hard work, right? And I know that you've spent a lot of time in worry state and highly heightened and stressed, and thinking about all the possibilities, all of the outcomes. What I need you to know now is that it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay, and no amount of worrying is going to change that. Everything is working out for your highest good, right? And through this whole situation, I know you've been through it, but you've also gained so many wonderful things from it. So just taking a little moment to shift from the negative thought pattern to the positive thought pattern, not focusing on all the things that went wrong and are going wrong and are not right and need to change and all of that sort of stuff, but taking some time to look at yourself and go, I did this. I stood up for that. I managed myself. I made myself a priority. I learned this about myself. Like thinking outside of the actual situation and just taking a moment to realize that you have done an amazing job and you have learnt so much and you have grown so much as a person as well, and you have made yourself a priority and you have been looking after yourself, and that's what you need to be focusing on and trusting that the universe has got this because it's just been a big learning curve for you, right? Big lesson, one big lesson. Thanks, universe, right? So no amount of worry is going to change the outcome because the outcome is already done in the others, right? And it always works out for your highest good. So continue to make yourself your focus, yeah? Ensuring that you're not giving your power away, ensuring that you're remaining calm and present with yourself, using the tools that you have to stay connected within and coming out of your head and back into your body, so keeping yourself grounded in your body, and all of those things that you have gained understanding all of the things that you've gained from this situation. Yeah. Let's just see. Is there anything else? Is there anything else for Helen right now? Oh, where are they? That's not what I was looking for. See, this is what happens when you have an organised space. I have a specific deck in mind and they don't seem to be jumping out at me. No, that's not it. Come to think of it, I haven't actually seen them for a little while. Or I should just look properly. Because they were right there in my open my eyes section, right? It is all good, Trudy. It is not necessary. It is just an opportunity. It's just an option, should I say. Okay, Helen. The secret language of your soul cards. They were the ones that I was looking for that I didn't think I could find, but were right in front of my eyes. Let me just create some space for myself here. Accept loving support. Let yourself be held. So this is also about knowing that you don't have to do it all by yourself, right? Stand up for your beliefs. Great confirmation card. The time to act is now, which you have been. I just want to point out all of the green, the heart on this card. Make your life more interesting. Explore the unexpected. So bringing things into your life, doing something new, doing something that you wouldn't normally have considered. So taking yourself out of the environment that you're in and putting yourself into different environments will be hugely beneficial for you right now. Express your hidden feelings. Oh. Sorry, that's terrible. And we've got transform your relationships, move on and move up. I feel like I just need to align with your ideal rhythms, be one with your inner self. So it really is just about trusting yourself, making sure that you are surrounding yourself with the right people, speaking your truth, and trusting the process. Yeah? Make sure you're looking after yourself. All right. Make sure you're staying true to you. All right. Thank you again for your beautiful, kind donation. And thank you for being here, Helen. All right. Trudy, you are up next. Hi, Belinda. I see you. I'm going to pop you on my list. All right, Trudy. I feel like I'll go with these ones. And there is something else. Let's start with these and see where we go. feel like the energy is heavy today. So it's been very, very much so over the last, I would say, probably week. There's been a lot around, and I feel like it only feels heavy because there are so many big changes happening for people. The like we're at April is a big month, right? April is a big month for most of us, where all of these changes that we've been working towards or wanting to create are coming forward for us. But in order for that to happen, or as a part of the process of that happening, we've got to let go of parts of ourselves that that we know we need to let go of. It's like saying goodbye. It's like saying goodbye to someone who has been there so significantly for you and has been such an important and integral part of your journey and your learning. And just letting them know that you don't need them anymore. And that's like, that induces grief. And that's that part of yourself, right? So the woman that you have been, we go through phases, we go through eras, right? And we adapt and we change and we grow from whatever the situation is. And that just creates all these different versions of ourselves, right? And there's been this one version of ourselves that has been the one that has stuck up for us, or that has got us through some of the most difficult situations in our lives. But all of those, I don't want to say habits, all of those behaviors and strategies and things that they had put into place to keep us safe before, either A, aren't working anymore, or B, are not needed anymore. It's time to create new strategies and new plans and new inspirations from the woman that we are now, not the woman that we had to be in order to learn those lessons, to get through those things. So we're being asked to say goodbye to a version of ourselves that has been so instrumental. And it's not like we're cutting them off and saying you're no longer a part of me, right? It's just saying thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything that you've taught me. Thank you so much for being there and being strong for me when I couldn't be for myself. Or thank you for getting me to this point. Thank you for teaching me all the things that I needed to know. I've got it from here, right? I've got it from here. I'm taking everything that you've taught me, and we're going to fly from here. So one thing that you can do is look at those different versions of yourself through the different periods of your life. And writing a letter or speak to them. Imagine go into meditation and imagine that version of yourself is standing in front of you, and say to them whatever it is that you want to say, or write a letter, say all the things that you want to say. Acknowledge what they went through, acknowledge what they learned for you, acknowledge the part of you that they have created, because of everything that they went through. And doing that for each version of yourself can be incredibly empowering. It's a great way to integrate all parts of yourself together. So if you're feeling heavy right now, it's perfectly okay. Just try and release the resistance to letting go, to holding on to those old patterns and behaviors, to holding on to those old versions of yourself. Because and it's hard, because who are we without them, right? Who are we? Who am I without my trauma? Who am I without my story? Can tell you who we are. We're whoever the fuck we want to be. Yeah, whoever we want to create for ourselves. Okay, Trudy. Hi, Val. We have this one. This one says, passionate heart. Use your voice to wake up others. So Trudy, you've done lots of work, right? And the struggle with the finances are two things, right? It is the not knowing. Actually, your body feels safe in the struggle because that is where you've always been, or that is what you know, and that is the belief system that you were born into when it comes to finances. And so in order to allow more income into your life and feel safe with it and to sustain it, it's nervous system work, right? Creating that safety within your body. That's safe for me to have money. It's safe for me to be abundant. It's safe for me to not have to worry about how I'm going to pay for things. It's safe for me to be able to have enough to buy whatever I want, to travel. Like it's okay for me to be that version of myself. So letting go of the struggle. So letting go of the story struggle and creating the safety within your body, they're the two things. I was like, hang on, I said there were two things. So everything that you have learnt, you may not know what it looks like going forward right now, but you have the possibility to create great abundance with what you've learnt and what you know already. Yeah. And it comes back to that not enoughness or not feeling worthy that we were talking about earlier today. You've walked this path. I'm a firm believer that we live what we're here to teach. So you've walked this path. You were born with your innate gifts, right? And you walked this path to learn what you needed to learn. And now everything that you need to go forward is already within you. The more that you come back within, the more you will create more abundance for yourself. So purpose work is really important for you right now as well. Like looking towards what it is that I want to do. How do I help people? How do I help people just in what I've learned for myself, what I've been through for myself? And you know, right? I know from my personal experience, I see that in women all around me. I can't unsee it now that I know, right? And that drives me. That drives me to create this space where women feel seen, and understood and empowered. Yeah, because there's a lot of bullshit that we put up with because we don't feel like we're enough. We don't feel like we're worthy. We don't feel seen. We don't feel understood, right? And we give our power away. Trudy says, yes, that makes absolute sense. Born in to a broken home, been financially struggling all my life, but have managed to survive. Need to change my mindset. It's hard. So I need to change my mindset. You don't need to change your mindset. You need to change how you're functioning on the inside. Starts within. Because you can say, I'm rich, I'm abundant, I attract wealth. You can do that as much as you like, but if you don't feel it in your body, it's not going to happen for you, right? So, all right, I am going to hold another free breathwork session. It will be on a Saturday. Let's do it on a Saturday morning. I will put that out into the world after I'm finished here. So if you feel like it is something that, because the breath work is the greatest way to calm the nervous system, right? And I will give you all a couple of little tips on using breath to reset. If you haven't downloaded my From Frozen to Flow guidebook as well yet, I will pop that link in the comments after I'm finished, because I'm not entirely certain where to find it right now. It's got some great tips in there. And I'm all about, like, we're a soul, but we're having this human experience. So I'm all about being practical. I'm all about giving you ways that you can just bring these things into your everyday, ordinary life, right? So what else have we got here? Remorseful heart, forgive and move ahead. I think you were here for Kylie's reading before, when we were talking about anger as well. So the forgiveness comes for yourself. Yeah, there's a lot of forgiveness for yourself. So doing that, the letter writing to yourself about your anger, to release that, all the things that you wish that you could have done that you didn't do, and all the times you didn't stand up for yourself, and all the time that you put up with bullshit and you shouldn't have put up with bullshit, like all of those things, put that, anything that you can think of, down into paper, and then you can burn that shit afterwards, right? Reinventing heart, get to know yourself anew, right? So we're realizing that we've walked this path and we've walked this journey and we've had all of these experiences to build the person that we are today. Then we're going to forgive ourselves for all of the things that we judge ourselves for, that we condemn ourselves for, that we wish we'd done different. We're going to forgive ourselves for all of that. And then we're going to realize who it is that we actually are underneath that. Who are we without our story? Yeah? Who are we without our trauma? Who do I want to be? Yeah? What do we got on the bottom? Trusting heart. Oh, it's a good one. Listen to your inner wisdom. You have everything that you need within yourself. You just need to give yourself permission to listen. Yeah? Give yourself permission to listen. All right. I hope that was helpful for you, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for just being here and allowing me into your energy. I feel very privileged to be able to connect with each and every one of you. I think it's a great gift, and I'm very, very grateful. So much bullshit I put up with. Yeah, we all have, right? Just trying to keep the peace. Yeah, trying not to make other people feel uncomfortable, or not, trying to keep everyone around us happy. 11, 11, 8. Just seeing this beauty number. Nice. All right, Michelle, are you still here? Let's keep going, shall we? What a great live stream today. If you would like to join my Rise, Align, Shine membership, this is what we do here. There are two options. The description is in the live stream. The description is in the live stream here with the link. The link and the information about Rise, Align, Shine is in the description of this live stream. And because I just had this thought about bringing breathwork into that on a regular basis. So, yes. How to show up consistently and be held accountable. Being held accountable. So, Rise, Align, Shine is available. Any information that you need, and the link with all the information is in the description of this live stream. And I would love for you to join us. I would love to have you in there to be able to connect with you all the time. That would be awesome. All of you. All right. Michelle. So the word freedom is reverberating around in my head. That song, Freedom. Freedom. That and what's the other song? Because I'm free to do what I want any old time. Something there for you to look into. A couple of songs that may be inspirational for you through this period. But freedom is a theme for you for this week. Freedom. Okay, let's just pull cards. The moon, the opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears and grow stronger. I get the feeling that there is a lot of uncomfortableness for you right now. And the uncomfortableness comes from the resistance to bringing yourself back into alignment, because there's a lot of misalignment for you right now. But bringing yourself back into alignment is going to require acceptance. And the alignment is freedom, right? Oh, look. And then we've got the Queen of Michael card that says, you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. You know exactly what to do. You know what's out of alignment. You know what needs to change. It's just going to be hard. But most of the things worth doing are. It's not an easy road, right? Let's see what else. What else have we got here? I'm actually going to pull... Oh. We've got the Four of Ariel. When you give, you also receive, being resistant to change. Extremes in how you save and spend money. And we've got the Peace card. Release the past. There is more enriching. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Sorry. Won't let me. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So release the resistance. Allow what needs to change to change. Know that it is all for your highest good, regardless of how difficult and uncomfortable and overwhelming and uncertain, I want to say, it may be. But you are required to make this change for yourself, to bring yourself back into alignment and to create freedom for yourself. And the card on the bottom basically says it's time, right? It's time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and take action, a need for detoxification. So I want you to take some time to take away any of the narrative that you have in your head, any of the excuses, any of the reasons, any of the expectations, or anything like that. I want you to remove everything, all right? And I want you to look at your life from a outside perspective, like you are looking at somebody else's, yeah? And I want you to be really honest with yourself. It doesn't have to be with anyone else, just with yourself about what's working and what's not working. More so about what's not working, because I believe that you already know there is just resistance to it. So, make sure that you are supporting yourself. Make sure that you are supported and you are supporting yourself. But it's time. It's time. And I feel like you've been working towards this for the last couple of years, right? Since you came into that understanding and the realization, but it wasn't time for you yet. But now it is. Now it is. And I don't think, like, it's not about making all of the changes all at once. It's about just making the decision, because once you make the decision, everything else will kind of come in as it needs to in its own time. You'll know. Just trust yourself. Trust the process and trust yourself, because it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And you have the strength and courage to do it. So know that you are supported and held. And you deserve it. You deserve your freedom. You deserve your alignment. And you deserve all the abundance and prosperity that comes with that. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Thank you very much for allowing me to read for you. Oh my God, my hair is driving me crazy. I'm due for a haircut. I just cut my own hair, and I haven't gotten the right inspiration to do it yet. So I haven't got to the point where I'm so completely over it yet, which is usually what happens. All right. So watch your space. Who knows? All right. Where are we? All right, Lisa. Lisa, you are up next. Michelle says everyone deserves. Yes, but this is not about everyone, Michelle. This is about you. All right, and I don't want you to focus on everyone. I want you to just focus on you, because you've been putting everyone else first, and now it's time to focus on you. Yeah, purple's all gone. Yeah, I think I've moved out of my purple era for now. We'll see. We'll see how long that lasts for. Actually, no, I think I've settled. I think I've settled my purple era. This is a purple kind of. It's a box dye, and this is my natural. See my little grey hairs there. Actually, you can see them more on this side. Michelle says I'm decluttering. So that's great. That's great that you're decluttering, but make sure, but it's not about your external environment. It's about your internal environment as well. Declutter your internal environment, your emotional environment. All right. Two seconds. Yes, that needs to be your priority, Michelle. Right? All right. All right. You now have my 100% focus. All right. Who am I reading for? Lisa. Lisa, have you been listening to your song? Have you been listening to your song? I might actually create the empowerment song for you as well. To listen to every morning as well. All right. Balance your commitments. Promote equilibrium in all things. Balance. That's create a healthy structure. Preserve your inner world. All right, so bringing it more back into self and making yourself that priority again. Maybe maybe there's been a lot going out recently for others. Oh, stand up for your beliefs. The time to act is now. and align with your ideal rhythms. Be one with your inner self. All right. So, to my Rise, Align, Shine members, right? I do have 2 tiers, right? Which I think I might just change. Now that I'm thinking about it, because what I want to do is make a breathwork session available to you that you can have at home, just a YouTube video. But then set a time every day where we can show up, or I'll just live stream or something into the group when I do my practice, so that we can all do it together, even if we're only listening. We're watching our own YouTube, whatever, video. But so the accountability, so that we can all show up, so that we know that we're all doing the breathwork every day. If that's something that you might be interested in, please let me know, and I'll make it happen. Because I require the need to have to show up every day. I feel like if we put that into place, then it'll be something that will help us tap into ourselves every day. Oh, okay, Lisa. Rest and review your path. Assess what is and isn't working in your life. It's another one of those. April's big month for you too, right? So what's working, what's not working? What do you need more of? What do you need less of? Lovingly speak your truth. Go. Stand up for your beliefs and lovingly speak your truth. So, okay. Uncover the treasures of your hidden hearts. A rich bounty awaits. So this month is the month where you start building your solid foundation for your business. Yeah. And what I want to say to you is that, yes, family life, children, partners, parents, all those things are important, right? But for the next month or two, I don't want you to make them more important than your path and your purpose. So it's about making yourself a priority, and it's about making your business a priority, and it's setting structures and boundaries around that. Like, this is when I work. This is when I am available to help you. If not, you need to sort it out for yourselves. I've got spirit tapping me on the shoulder, which always means that, are you listening? Are you listening? So I'm not saying drop everything and leave them bleeding at the bottom of the stairs, right? Emergencies are emergencies. But because they have been your focus, and your purpose, you know, being a mum and a partner and the nurturer that you are, that's been your purpose up until now. But things are shifting and changing, and by June, things will be to a point where you'll need to have all of this in place. Yeah. So create what that looks like for you. Sit down, have a think about what that actually looks like for you, and what boundaries and what things that you need to put into place in order for that to happen, and then start implementing it. Start saying, if this is a time for you, like for me, I drive my oldest daughter to and from work most days, and a lot of the time she could catch the bus. She could catch the bus in the mornings, right? But I drive her. But when I do that, it means that usually around 11:30, I've got to block out that time, which disrupts whatever I'm doing, or well, that just cuts that time out for me when I just need to say to her, you just need to take the bus. Yeah, this is my work hours. This is when I'm not available. If you need anything around that, you sort it out or wait until I'm finished. So that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about for you as well, Lisa. And as I was saying earlier, the feminine within us wants to flow and create, but it also requires a masculine structure, a solid foundation and a solid structure within to be able to feel safe to do that. Yeah. So I don't want to use the word contained, but you know what I mean. All right. Thank you, beautiful Lisa, as always. Bianca, you are up next. Tough love. Yeah. And it's not really tough love. It is just making yourself a priority. It's also knowing that they are completely capable of doing that set stuff for themselves. They just don't because they don't have to. Right? Think of it as empowering. It's not tough love. You're just empowering the people around you to be more responsible for themselves. And I think you'll find that it will be a lot easier than you think. And then you get to put all of this beautiful, loving energy into your purpose and the stuff that you're passionate about and creating and helping lots and lots of different people, right? All right. Who was I reading for? Bianca. Bianca. All right, sorry, there's a couple of comments there. Let's have a look at those before I go on with the anchors. Lisa says, I'm filling in back at school now, so juggling that as well, but only allowing it if it works for me. Yes. Yes. And that will just require you going, okay, these 2 days are definitely the days that I will be focusing on my business. And so if work calls me on any of these other days, then that. Or however it works for you, right? But making sure that you have structure around it. Bianca says, I'm the same, Lise, but I've realized that they are old enough to be responsible. That's how they learn. Get those doors up. Get those doors up. Get the doors up. Be the magic. Yes. Get the doors up. All right. Bianca. And you know what we do? We all do that. I especially as a single mom, right? I just like whatever you need, whatever you need, whatever you need, whatever you need, right? Because I've worked really hard to create an environment where they feel safe, and that I will show up for them, regardless. So, yes, taking that step back for me, it's empowering for them. They can do these things. My son now just got himself a new set of culinary knives because he loves to cook, right? And with that comes different food choices and healthier food choices and all of those things. So I can harp on as much as I like, but unless he's invested in it, then it's not going to happen. So he literally got his new knives today, so he's very excited. All right, Bianca, we have a common theme for today. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. So there's going to be lots of opinions and lots of noise around you, but you already know the answer. Yeah? You already know the answer. You just need to be courageous enough to change the situation. And there's a positive outcome. There's a positive outcome on the other side. Yeah. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem, find a compromise. So get out of your head, right? Get out of your head. Feel into it. You already know. You already know the answer. I feel like your uncertainty and listening to others is just creating suffering for yourself, and you just don't need to. Let's see. I'm just going to pull a couple of Archangel Michael cards because he always helps me when I'm feeling indecisive about something that I know I need to make the decision about. Okay, we have forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. And making the decision that you know that is right for you is not you doing anything wrong. I feel like that's what you need to know. We forget, right, that when we make ourselves a priority and when we are serving ourselves, then that is only going to be more positive and more beneficial for those around us, than if we don't. Because we're so used to nurturing and putting everyone else first. But when we are fully nurtured and empowered within ourselves, then that's the space that we live from, which everyone benefits from, regardless of whether they know it or not at the time. And most of them won't. They'll probably be resistant until they realize that, hang on a second, mum is awesome like this. Bianca is awesome when she's in her feminine power, right? All right, we've got God is in charge. Please help me let go of this situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. So you can't control how this plays out, and that's okay because it's always going to play out to your highest good. Oh, and here we go. Sense of humor. Laugh your way through it, right? See the absurdity, see the ridiculousness. And see the humor in any situation, all situations, right? Okay, and I knew this card was going to come after you because I see it all the time too, right? Because it's the thing that I worry about the most, right? It says, your children are watched over by angels. So they're good. Your kids are good, and they will be good regardless of the decision that you make. They'll be good. They've got you, so they're going to be fine. So look after you first. Make the decision that is the most in alignment with you, regardless of what everyone else around you says. And everyone's going to be fine. It's already done in the others, right? God's in charge. It's already done. And yes, if you need to laugh your way through people's reactions, if you need to laugh your way through certain situations, then do that. Don't take it seriously. Don't take it personally. Just realize that this is their process, or this is part of the process, and that you're doing the right thing and you're heading in the right direction. And it's all going to be fine. And your kids are watched over by the angels, right? All right, Bianca, thank you so very much for being here and allowing me to read for you. I'm so very, very grateful. I hope that was helpful for you. All right. Whew. Running out of steam. And I need to go to the toilet. So, Belinda and Val, I'm just going to pull a couple of quick cards for you both, and then I'm going to jump off. So, I think that there has been a ton of value in everyone's readings for everyone today. So I'm sure that you have walked away with something beneficial. All right, Belinda. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. Making a detailed plan. I feel like that's an important message through the theme of everyone today. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. I want to say this is still stepping outside of your comfort zone, doing things out of the ordinary. Oh, and then we've got the Lover's card, which is make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. The power of love. Do what you love. Follow your heart. Follow your whimsical. Do new things. Do things outside of your comfort zone. All these amazing, wonderful things happen outside of our comfort zone. So allow yourself to be uncomfortable for a little bit, to be able to have an amazing and joyful experience, and connecting with new people as well. Let's see what's on the bottom. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So just stay true to yourself, more so than ever before, actually, and follow your heart. Step outside of that comfort zone. Be uncomfortable in order to create joy and connection, and follow your own inner guidance. You know what. Yes, our comfort zone is this beautiful, wonderful place where everything runs smoothly and we feel safe, but it's also really boring and there is no room for growth or expansion, and we miss out on all these amazing, wonderful things. So, stepping outside of the comfort zone can be pretty scary and it can be pretty uncomfortable, but that's okay, because you know that you are creating amazing things for yourself. Okay, Val. Val, congratulations. You have done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, promotions. Congratulations, Val. You've done some pretty hard work. You've done some pretty hard work. Regardless of whether it's been conscious or not, you've felt your way through it and you are coming out the other side. And I want you to just take some time to commend yourself and to recognize yourself, right? Oh, Belinda says, I did go to lunch with some women I didn't know. Yes, that's awesome. That is very good. I'm very proud of you, and I hope you're very proud of yourself too. Val, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Let's see what else we've got. Divine guidance. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. And then on the bottom we've got seek out other possibilities. All right, it's time for a direction change, Val. That's all they're saying, right? Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So you've done all this work, right? It's time to step out of whatever it is that you've been working on. It's time to step out of the story that's been guiding you so far and change direction. It's time for a direction change. And I want that direction change to be focused on the other possibilities, the purpose, the passion, the divine self, yeah, and creation. Not just release and letting go, but this path, this new direction change is about creation. So it's not just letting go of all of the old you, but it is about who you're creating now as well. Yeah. What is your new story going to look like? Give yourself some time to congratulate yourself on all of the hard work that you've done. And now go, okay, I'm done. I'm done with this for now. When we change direction, right? When you change direction and you become into creation mode, there are going to be things that come up for you, and that's okay. It just means that when you're focusing on creation, when things come up, you can work on it, you can deal with it, you can heal it, whatever, as it comes up. But when we are on healing, when we're on the healing road, that's our focus. And it feels like we're always looking for things wrong, or what's next. So this is an important direction change for you into stepping into creation and then healing what comes up as it comes up, instead of healing being your divine focus. All right. So good luck, and thank you so very much for being here, everybody. I will be back to Friday nights, 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time next week. Hopefully, if things change, I'll let you know. If not, it'll be a Saturday morning like this one. But trying to stay consistent. Thank you for such a wonderful chat today, everyone. It has been glorious. It has been glorious, and I know I am personally walking away with some beautiful things. So thank you all for allowing me into your lives, into your energy, into your journey, and thank you all for being a part of mine. Keep an eye out for all these beautiful things that I'm about to release, and I will see you all again really, really soon. Big love to you.